Hi everyone, this is Meir. Long time I did not send a message, so I'm very happy to send one right now. So many things are happening here. We're starting a training course next week on Tuesday. And if anyone still wants to register, it's a nice and cozy course that you can come to. I'm also starting a new thing in China. A wonderful lady by the name of Sunny. I'm sure it's not her Chinese name, but that's what she calls herself in English, have decided to promote my work in China. And I just remember how my work evolved throughout the years. You know, no matter how good work you do in the world, if it is different and not conventional, it normally gets forgotten. That was true about old arts from the ancient ages. People have found so many wonderful things that we're not carrying today. And it's even true about modern time. All kinds of teachers and masters that we know became known, and while people loved them, with time, the support to them was dwindling, and unless they reinvented themselves, they could never be around. That's why somebody like Bernie Siegel was so known, and now you can hardly hear his name. Somebody like Feldenkrais was so familiar to so many people. You don't even hear about him these days. You still hear about Alexander, but not that much either. And so I paid attention that I was very known in some places, nothing like the names that I'm talking about. But then I dwindle in some places. And it's interesting. I went to Brazil, and normally a lecture of mine filled between 500 and 700 people. And then people forgot about me, although there's a great group of 100 people who's doing my work in Brazil right now with other people. And any time that I go there, the whole still fill in 100 or 150 people. So it's true about so many other countries, England, of course, Israel. And so now my next place where I'm going to go is China. I was invited by Sunny very warmly to, first of all, start with Zoom and then in person. And I'm going to wait for the time when they don't get you to isolate as soon as you get there. I will seek as many students as I can to the work that I'm doing in China. Now, what's important about my work is that when other people are talking about human potential, I practice it. I exercise it. One lady who came to one of my training courses fell down and broke her collarbone. And she did it right before we had a training course. I massaged her. I taught one of my practitioners to do the same thing. In fact, many of you know him. It's Will Fuller. He did fantastic work with her. But then she came to my class, to part 1 training. And with all the work we did, when we finished, when she went back to the orthopedic practitioners, they said to her, well, we have never met a person that healed her collarbone so well. And this is one of the bones that are hardest to heal. So one thing that I want to say is that it is so important to me that this work, where you learn to use muscles you never used before, where you bring more circulation to your body and your brain, when you improve your vision and your hearing, when you start to sharpen your senses and strengthen your body, this work has to be manifested in the world. And I would love to see more people doing it in all 4 corners. So enjoy the little movie that you're going to see. And let's talk again tomorrow.
Meir Schneider was born blind to deaf parents in 1954 as a result of congenital cataracts. He endured 5 unsuccessful surgeries on the lenses of his eyes before the age of 7, which left him with massive scar tissue, glaucoma, cataracts, cross-sightedness, and nystagmus. His doctors pronounced his condition hopeless, and he was certified permanently legally blind. He performed his reading and schoolwork in Braille. However, Meir never gave up hope of having the ability to see. A few months shy of his 17th birthday, Meir met a teenage boy named Isaac, a high school dropout who gave him hope that his dream of seeing could be realized. Isaac taught him the Bates method of eye exercises. Meir practiced these exercises with a conviction and diligence that no one had likely ever applied before, up to 13 hours a day, undeterred by the opposition and skepticism of family and physicians. Using the Bates method as his foundation, he developed many more eye exercises never heard of and created his own regimen of self-massage and movement, and eventually the 7 principles of natural vision improvement that he writes about in his book, Vision for Life. Within 6 months of starting the exercises, he could recognize visual objects for the first time in his life. Within 18 months, he could read print without glasses, holding the paper a few inches from his nose. Today, Meir holds a current, unrestricted California driver's license, and his vision continues to improve. From 22,000, able to see from 1 foot what a normally sighted person sees from 100 feet, to 20/60, 70% of normal vision. An internationally respected therapist and educator, Meir is the founder and director of the School for Self-Healing in San Francisco, the author of the Natural Vision Improvement Kit, Movement for Self-Healing, Yoga for Your Eyes, Meir Schneider's Miracle Eyesight Method, Self-Healing, My Life and Vision, and the principal author of the Handbook of Self-Healing. He was awarded a PhD in the healing arts for his work with muscular dystrophy. In 2007, Meir was honored by Israel, named as one of the top 10 most inspirational Israelis worldwide. In the fall of 2010, Meir was honored by then San Francisco Mayor, Lieutenant Governor Gavin Newsom, with a certificate of honor for his tireless efforts and a lifetime dedicated to improving the quality of life for individuals with both visual and physical limitations. Meir is a pioneer in the self-healing movement, and he continues to develop his unique therapeutic healthcare system, providing solutions for a variety of physical and visual disorders often considered beyond medical help. It is my absolute honor and pleasure to be talking to him today.